song. I forget what I was doing, but is that really important? What's important is that I'm sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Today is Gladder Day. It's not Saturday. Why would you want to have a Saturday, anyways? I've never seen a Saturday. I've seen a gladder day. I've seen gladder days. No, this is the gladdest day. A gladder day. Today is the gladder day. Ouch! Today is the gladder day, and not a Saturday. Why would you want to be glad? No, I mean sad. I mean, whatever. Come on, you fucking. There we go. Why would you want to have a Saturday when you could be glad and have a gladder day? I'll write the song. Why would you want to be sad on a Saturday? Rather be glad on a gladder day. Put your sad hat away and get on the glad grin on your face. Look, it's good to be glad and bad to be sad. It's a gladder day song to be singing along with. Get your feet on the ground and your eyes on the road. Hand on the wheel and your song on your lips. Song in your throat. Be gladder than you were when you thought you were Saturday bound. When you're headed back to Sunday. Oh, look at those birds. Wow. Those are big birds. Them are big birds over in that tree. Those are banded pigeons. I can't zoom. Oh, there we go. Zoom. Just landed right in the apple tree right there. Do you see him? I thought I saw him, but no, I don't. Oh, wait, there he is. Right there on the end of that branch right there. See him? He's right there. He's right there. My finger's too big. Never mind. Fuck it. No one's even watching. No one's looking. Why would you want to be sad on a Saturday when you could be glad on a gladder day? I like this dahlia. It's beautiful. Finally opened up all the way. Look at this gorgeous thing. Wow, it's beautiful. Look at that flower. It's just such a statement. It's beautiful. It's big, dude. Look at that thing. Ah, so pretty. So pretty. Why would you want to be sad on a gladder day? Rather be glad on a gladder day. Look at our zinnias. The zinnias are so cool. They're like my new favorites. Look at that thing. That's neat. It's kind of hard too. It's sort of dense. Zinnias. I like this one on top. It's got some character. Ooh, that red zinnia. Ooh, the yellow zinnia. Ooh, the multi-pinkish colored. I like my zinnias. They're so pretty. Look at the pink one. It's cute. We got some oleanders. Oleanders. It's my palm tree I got. And I like this cactus right here. It's got some character to it also. Look at that cactus. Totally has character. Look at that thing. Whatevs. It's just a typical prickly pear. It's Rickle pick. I made this wall, so we're putting the succulents. My girlfriend planted succulents all over it, and it's going to be a succulent wall. But she also bought some stuff for us to make a pond. I'm going to put a water feature in here, so we're going to have like a waterfall trickling down this wall. It's going to be so dope. Not quite sure I'm going to do it yet, but it's going to be sick as fuck. Pardon my French. Ouch. Pardon my freedom. But this dahlia takes the cake. I think this is like won the prize of coolest flower in the yard. Look at that beauty. She's a beauty. Oh, I love this plant. It's my favorite dahlia. Dahlia. There's some more zinnias. They're cute. Little teeny baby sunflowers are so little. They're cute too. Oh, hi bee. Are you getting your pollen? Sorry to disturb you. Don't mind me. Some more sunflowers. The sunnies, these are all like kind of stragglers. Oh, hello. Oh, here we are. Here's the Time magazine. It was a year to remember. A year of false narratives and cheesy magazines. It was a year of cheesy magazine articles to remember. Time. It was a year of terrorism. It was terrifying. So I'm gonna cut to where I was yesterday. It was a year plump with hate. It was plump. Okay, come on, cut to the chase here. Oh, it'll live in infamy. Look at that shit. Look at that CGI plane. Yeah, nice resolution. It's all like fucking... Dude. It's not real, bro. It's like not real, bro. Shit was like fake. Look at all that shit flying everywhere. It looks so fucking real. Oh, look, see what happens when you run a plane into a building? It fucking collapses into dust, you know? It's just what happens, dude. Pancaking, you never heard of pancaking? Dude, it's just like what happens when you run a plane into a building. It's not like something you see every day, bro. It's the bloodiest day on American soil since our Civil War. We already read all that crap. I'm gonna read this part again because it's so dumb. September 11th, 2001 was a perfect autumn day along America's east coast, 70 degrees, as 4 airplanes slowly climbed into beautiful clear skies, all 4 on transcontinental routes, each plump with fuel ripe to explode, and each bearing a squad of terrorists plump with hate and ready to die in order to topple the symbols of America's financial and military prowess, and hoping to spread terror across the land by taking as many innocent Americans as they could to their deaths with them. Oh, it sounds like a good pitch for a movie right there. Look, there's old George W. Oh, really? Oh, it's really happening? I was in the middle of reading I Pet Goat, though, man. Can it wait? Thousands die. The towers of the World Trade Center collapse, and U.S. citizens are shaken as terrorists hijack 4 airliners and crash them into the centers of American power. I take it this is one of those crashes right here. I thought they said there was a plane that crashed. Where's the plane? I don't see any planes. Where's the plane? Do you see any planes? I don't see any planes. I think you would see a plane if a plane crashed. Okay, anyways. Oh look! Oh, here we go. Here's some wreckage. Okay, let's just see what's the searchers, investigators look for clues in the wreckage of. I think they're looking for clues of wreckage. Do you see any clues of a wreckage? I don't know. Do you see any planes or any pieces of planes or any evidence that a plane might have been here? Or there's like a evidence of any planes that crashed here. I don't see any plane crashes. So how do you call it a plane wreck when you don't have any planes that are wrecked in it? All right. Well, they're looking for clues. Maybe they'll find some. Let's see here. Oh, well, look, here's a clue. There's a plane routes, and they're all like flying around. Oh, that's a pretty good clue. Well, this is what it would have looked like if a plane hit the Pentagon. Oh, I see. Well, schematics and drawings. Well, that helps. Oh, look, George Bush really cared about his people. He's like, look here, son. You just go ahead and you just, you know, you just go ahead and clean up this here wreckage and, yeah, fool me once, you're not going to fool me again. And here's this chick. She lost her fiance. That's so sad. How heartbreaking. Poor girl. Hope she found him. Oh, no, this guy. It's all his fault. Tentacles of horror. Who's this guy? Little sidekick. Those Arabs. Those fucking sketchy ass Arabs. It's always the Arabs. Fucking Arabs. America Strikes Back. Oh, yeah. That's what we did, all right. An aroused, grieving nation declares war on the Taliban, the radical rulers of Afghanistan, and the guardians of the suspected mastermind of the September 11th attacks, Osama bin Laden. Suspected? So it's just suspected and you go bomb? Fucking wow, that's crazy. That's pretty, like, rash. But we suspect that this guy is responsible. We're gonna go blow up your country. What the fuck? There's people here that are innocent. Hello? For a new kind of war, it had an old sort of start in the places where soldiers and sailors live in Norfolk, Virginia, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and 100 other towns of the Republic and far beyond its shores. The rhetoric of impending battle was rendered in the humdrum details of military life. Bills were paid, kit bags packed, and wives, husbands, and children hugged. Patriotism hung in the air as palpable as the first chills of fall. Flags sprouted on a million lapels and fluttered in from 1,000 taxicabs in a wounded but defiant New York City as George W. Bush went to the U.S. Capitol and in a speech to Congress braced Americans to prepare for a war against terrorism. A lengthy campaign unlike any other we have ever seen. The hour is coming when America will act. In his remarks on September 20th, Bush spoke directly to the Taliban, the radical Islamic regime in Afghanistan that harbored Osama bin Laden, leader of the Al Qaeda network and prime suspect behind the September 11th atrocities. The president demanded that the Taliban handed over all the terrorists. Just hand over all your terrorist leaders to the U.S. right away. Just get right on that. The Afghans refused. They're like, what the fuck? Demanding in turn firm proof of bin Laden's guilt. Oh, well, that's kind of necessary. It's not too much to ask. Evidence came soon enough, provided by British Prime Minister Tony Blair. On October 4th, his government released a white paper that built a case connecting bin Laden and Al Qaeda to the September 11th attacks. The devastating assault on Americans sparked a dramatic shift in the Bush team strategy, an administration that put a month or two before had emphatically believed in going it alone, walking away from the Kyoto Protocol, pushing the missile defense scheme, no matter who said what, would be driven by terrorism into creating a multinational coalition to fight a war abroad against an elusive enemy that they still didn't know was responsible. Support from America's NATO allies was immediately forthcoming. Other allies were more surprisingly early on. Bush spoke twice with Russian President Vladimir Putin, who pledged his aid. Even Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi denounced the attacks America's allies in the Arab Middle East, Saudi Arabia and Egypt, came on board, but quietly each nation faced strong Islamist elements within. Indeed, as many as a dozen of the 19 hijackers who died in the attacks had lived in Saudi Arabia. Ironically, the ally the U.S. needed most was the nation that helped the Taliban to take power in the first place in Pakistan. On September 11th, Bush called President Perez Musharraf, and the U.S. president's language was friendly but firm as he asked if Pakistan could help hunt down the bin Laden. Musharraf faced a stark choice. If he agreed, he might face a major reaction at home with irate militant Islamists. If he refused, the U.S. response could be harsh. Musharraf, 58, a low-key soldier with tolerant views, was aghast at the suicide attacks. He did not hesitate. "I'll face tremendous difficulties, but I'll support you," he told Bush. With his coalition intact, Bush made good on his threat. On October 7th, oh, that's a familiar-sounding date. October 7th, U.S. planes backed by British cruise missiles swooped down from the skies and dropped their payloads on poor, doomed Afghanistan. Well, great, that's fantastic. Where war of some kind of another has been a fact of life. Oh, so it's okay to just go drop bombs on them. And since the Soviet invasion of 1970, oh, blame the Soviets. As the bombs dropped, Bush had one eye on the response from Muslims around the world, a concern that had led him to feather his engines longer than he had planned. Oh yeah, Bush and his feathering of engines, totally. The situation with Afghanistan was complex. The ruling Taliban, a Pashto term for Islamic students, had emerged in 1994 in the rural southern hinterlands of Afghanistan under the guidance of the reclusive yet charismatic one-time village preacher Mullah Omar. Winning some military and political support from Pakistan, largely Pashtun Taliban rose to power by promising peace and order for a country ravaged by corruption and civil war, by aiming at restore traditional materials, to bomb America with some stuff and turn suicide bombers. The alliance and blah, 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 blah. It gets into all the nitty-gritty details. And the point is, it's like, it was obviously just a drummed-up fucking thing that was just all like, Israel was responsible for it. That's why they never get mentioned once. Hello, the dancing Israelis. I mean, hello, the fucking fact that they basically claimed they did it now at this point. I mean, they're just so brazen. It's getting boring.